Those of you who have been to Medellin have probably come to the city center to see El Parque de las Luces and to see El Parque Botero. Today's video, as y'all can see, I'm in the center of Medellin, and I'm gonna show y'all some things that y'all could do here that are off the beaten path, that most tourists don't know about, and that can give you a better sense of the culture of this city. So I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna go to some places, and I'm gonna take y'all with me. Let's get it. Esa es la Avenida Oriental. Avenida Oriental is one of the principal avenues in Medellin. This sector here is called La Playa. Alright guys, so here I'm getting off at El Parque Berrío station. I'm back in my city, back in Medellin. If y'all have seen my previous videos, y'all will know that I've been out the city for a little minute. But it feels good to be back in home turf. I know how to move here. I know where to go, where not to go. And I really have a good familiarity with the city, so I feel comfortable here. I feel right at home. Right here in the heart of the city. It's not the prettiest place in the city, it's not the safest place in the city, but here you get everything. You get the good and the bad. It's very concentrated. The essence of the city is very concentrated here. So that's why I like filming here, and that's why we're doing this video today. All right guys, so I'm at Parque Botero, but this is not what I came here to show you. You may recognize this building here, and a lot of people don't know that you can go inside this building. The only thing you need is your passport or some form of ID, and then you can get in. And I'm about to show you something cool right here in this building where you can see a nice view. So this is how it looks like inside. And there's nobody here. So this is the view that I was telling y'all about, right here at the top of El Palacio de Cultura. You can see the metro, you can see a painting by Botero, and you can see this dome that you always see when you're passing by on the metro, and the Coltejer building. It's a nice little view from here. If you're interested, you could walk around here, you could look in the library, you can read some of the photographs with captions and learn a little bit about the history of Medellin. So since this avenue right here, I forget what it's called, it goes from east to west. The west is that way, so all the buses that are here go to the hills that are in the west. So the biggest hood in the west of Medellin is called Robledo. There's also San Cristobal, San Javier. Those are like the areas in the west of the city that they start here in the center and they go there. So let's keep it pushing, let's keep it pushing. So this whole avenue right here is called La Playa, which translates to the beach. It still belongs to El Centro, but like 2 blocks that way is a barrio, is a hood called Boston, just like the city of Boston in the United States. And right here close by is El Museo Casa de la Memoria, which translates to the House of Memory. This museum is all about remembering the armed conflict in Colombia that has gone on for over 100 years and still goes on today. I think a lot of foreigners that come to live in Colombia or just tourists don't really have an understanding of the armed conflict here. They don't know what the guerrilla is, they don't know what the paramilitaries are, they don't know about the war crimes committed by the Colombian government, by the Colombian army. So, man, the guerrilla and the paramilitaries were even here in Medellin, in the barrios, and all over, in the countryside and in the city. There was urban and rural wars here in Colombia. So this museum is a good way to educate yourself on that. And I think anybody who comes here should learn about that history, because it is an important part of our history. Although it's sad, although it's violent, it is an important and significant part of Colombian history and plays a huge role on why Colombia is the way it is today. So I think it's important for us to learn about these things and to try to understand the culture here. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but there's a fire over there. It's been so hot and dry lately that there's been fires in the forests that are above the barrios in Medellin. There's one over there yesterday in Manrique, and over there, that's like behind Buenos Aires, going up to Santa Elena. And this right here is the entrance to the museum. So you can see a beautiful mural, a lot of cultural things of Colombia. You could see the fishermen with the atarraya, with the huge net that they throw into the river to catch fish. You see over there as well. The turtles from the Pacific Ocean. There's somebody there laying in a pool of blood. anteaters, the arrieros with their mules, and you can even see a Kogi, indigenous person with his poporo and his hat and his bag, just like the one I have right now. I love these bags because they're hard to steal from. You can have it right in front of you and they can't take it off you easily, so I really like them. So let's go in here. So these black birds represent defenders of human rights. It says here that between the years 2002 and 2013, there was 320 assassinations of human rights defenders and 1,214 threats or other aggressions against them by the paramilitaries. Look, I don't know if y'all remember from my video in Santo Domingo, I went to this very wall and I showed you guys, it's written the names of all the victims that were murdered in the armed conflict in that barrio. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll link it above. These are soldiers of El Bloque Metro, which was a group of the paramilitaries, and they were patrolling in Santo Domingo, in the barrio that we went to where my friend Mateo lives. This one says Niños Armados, which is kids with guns. So this kid was recruited by the FARC. Here it says, do not mistreat the children, they are the future. I really like that museum. I thought the photographies that they included in there was beautiful, the videos of the artworks and the metaphors, and it really made me happy to see foreigners, to see tourists, you know, really taking the time to understand the history of violence here in Colombia. I saw many people from different countries in there, and even some Colombian students on a field trip, so I thought that was cool to see. Made me happy, because if you don't remember, if you don't understand history, it's just going to repeat itself. So we have to understand it so it doesn't happen again. Anyway, that's just my opinion. So I'm here in Boston. And I'm going to see if I can show you one more spot. It's a spot where we can eat some chontaduro like we ate in Buenaventura. And from what I've heard, they have a lot of chontaduro there, and they have some other fruits from the Pacific coast. So let's go there right now, see if I can show you some chontaduro and some borojo. Gracias. So this right here is chontaduro. Last time I tried it like full in fruit form, but this time I'm trying it in juice form. So let's see if I like it better. These dogs are beautiful. I think it tastes much better in juice, man. Like when you eat it just raw, it's super dry, and you have to put a lot of honey on it for it to taste good. So they peel it and they put honey and salt on it. It looks like this. It's red, sometimes it's green, or sometimes it's yellow. And this right here is borojo. Moncho. Borojo is another fruit from the Pacific Ocean, and it's like a thick paste, and they also make it in milk. And you only have to use a tiny little bit of it, because if you use too much, it comes out like glue. It's really, really potent. This is borojo. ¿Y el borojo a cuánto lo venden? Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I like it better in juice. And over here they have all these things, mero macho, like these aphrodisiac things. Because chontaduro and borojo are supposedly aphrodisiac, so they mix these things in with it, so you have like a super potent aphrodisiac drink. I like it. I don't like it so much raw. Chontaduro. So I decided to get a jugo de borojo. You can see it's like a purplish brownish color. And these fruits, the chontaduro and borojo, they're very difficult to describe. Like, I don't know how to describe their flavor. They're very unique. I've never tried a fruit anything like it. It tastes kind of like a yogurt, like a strawberry yogurt. That's kind of what this tastes like a berry kind of flavor. Borojo and chontaduro, so I might have a crazy erection later. We'll see. And I don't really know how to explain where that place is, but you could look it up. It's called Chontaduro La 47. Chontaduro La 47. If you want to go there and try some, you could look it up. The sun went down a bit. It's not so hot anymore. It's a nice weather. Really pleasant. The last thing I want to show you guys is this plaza right here. It's called La Placita de Flores. It's the first marketplace in Medellin, and it's here in the center. You can take the bus here that goes up to Santa Elena, which is a small mountain village that belongs here to Medellin, where they grow all the flowers that they use to make the silletas. Basically, it's like an artwork made with flowers that they bring from Santa Elena. So here you can buy flowers, but you can also buy regular groceries, fruits, vegetables. Up there you can see all the flowers from Santa Elena. The Placita de Flores, Patrimonio de los Antioqueños, which is, I always forget what that word means in English. Patrimonio, it's like important historical place, I guess. And here it's all flowers and herbs, man. Gracias. No chismoseando. Damn. And I believe all of these come from Santa Elena. And Santa Elena is like a 40-minute bus ride from here all the way up the mountain. You ascend, I think, like 800 meters, and it's a completely different climate up there. It's cold. Check this out. All these are eucalyptus here. Buena. And there's also like a place, there's like a natural medicine store here that they make like medicines out of herbs. Down here you can see these are all the butcher shops, and up here is where all the flowers and all the herbs are at. So it's an interesting place. If you're in the center of Medellin, definitely come check it out, because a big part of our culture here comes from las silletas, those artworks that I was talking about. I'll include a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's these wooden boards that are filled with flowers that make pictures, and they're really beautiful. And the smells here are pretty intense. It smells like herbs, like eucalyptus, like chamomile. It smells like dried herbs. It smells really nice in here, like flowers. Oh, this is a perfect example. This is a silleta right here. This is what they look like. Placita de Flores, cuna de silleteros. Beautiful. Flowers. Out here they have like a patio with the Virgen, some plants. Oh, that's basil right there. Here you can see the barrios of the east, of the central east of Medellin, 13 de Noviembre, Enciso El Pinal. And those fires, I don't know if those fires are intentional or if they're just from the dryness. Anyways, the Placita de Flores. Look outside, they have even more flowers. Placita de Flores. And here are the people waiting for the bus to Santa Elena. Es que le debo 6, ¿verdad? So I'm here at this park. I'm not sure what it's called. I want to show y'all this arepa. It's called a cheese arepa or arepa boyacense, arepa de queso, arepa boyacense. They sell them here at la estación de la tranvía, the trolley station called Pabellón de Agua. or also they sell it at El Parque de las Luces. I really love these, they're really nice. It's like cheese, filled with cheese completely. And it's made with like a sweet corn. It's like that nice salty and sweet mix. It's like toasted on the outside and nice and soft on the inside. 2,000 pesos each one. Just like 50 cents. Maybe a little more than 50 cents right now.
Son las horas, me paso los días, ansioso de verte, de estar junto a ti, que yo no puedo estar ahí, que yo no puedo gozar y no.
So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give you some cool ideas of different things you can do in the center, aside from, like, you know, the most popular things. And I had fun making this video. I really did. It was my first time going to that museum. I had never been there before. In 2016, they did like a survey. They did a statistical study, the UN, and found that Colombia has more refugees than Syria or Iraq. Imagine that. It's crazy. We're like 6 million people throughout the years of armed conflict. A lot of people don't know that, and I think it's definitely important to understand that. Go to the Placita de Flores, feel a little bit of the paisa culture, the silletero culture. Get a nice view at El Palacio de Cultura. Eat some arepas de queso. And enjoy the city, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.
La propina voluntaria, aguacate gratis, madurito bueno, no se lo olviden.